In the previous video, we have learned Part 1, how to choose the right forehand rubber. Today we talk about the top 10 forehand rubbers, fast, spinny and powerful. To read the full tutorial, please search on Google, Best Forehand Rubber PingSunday. Here is the list of the best forehand rubbers of all time. Number 1. DHS Hurricane 3 National Blue Sponge. Number 2. Friendship Barrel 2 Blue Sponge. Number 3. Tenergy 05 Hard. Number 4. V15 Extra. Number 5. Xiom Omega Asia. Number 6. Haifu Shark 3. Number 7. TG Skyline 3. Number 8. Sanwei Target National. Number 9. Fastarc G1. And number 10. Tibhar Evolution MXP50. One. DHS Hurricane 3 National Blue Sponge. DHS National 3 rubbers is no doubt one of the best forehand rubber used by all of the top Chinese players, both senior and junior players. Some Hong Kong players also use Hurricane 3 on their forehand rubbers. We all want high speed and spinny forehand rubber. Chinese rubbers in general and double happiness rubbers are highly recommended as the perfect rubber for the forehand, but there is a big problem here. Many players just buy and test a commercial Hurricane Neo 3 due to the tackiness of the top sheet. The rubber can spin easily, but the speed is really lacking. There are two problems. First, most of you just buy the fake DHS rubbers. You can buy a pack of DHS rubbers, even fake Tenergy rubbers, or Tenergy blade on Taobao. They cost less than $5 per rubbers, and most of these rubbers are imported to dealers, online shop around the world. Second, you are using Chinese rubbers in the wrong way. Every player who plays Chinese rubbers on the forehand side boosts their rubbers. It is impossible to play without using a tuner booster. Why? Because the sponge is too dense, too hard. You can't have enough speed with a too hard sponge. The energy is conserved 100%, no energy lost. But you can't impact enough force to convert it into speed. So you need to break in the sponge. You can break in using the physical break and a chemical break. A chemical break, chemical expansions of the sponge by expanding the polymer liaison with the organic oil is much faster and easier. Currently on the market, you can buy the National Hurricane 3 Orange Sponge 39 degrees. Most of the blue sponge are faked. The Orange Sponge National Rubbers is sold by the official store of DHS on Amazon. It is due to the effect of the booster. The real Chinese rubbers is not hard dead. Many fake Hurricane 3 rubbers are really slow. Here is the real story. Number 2. Friendship Barrel 2 Blue Sponge. Provincial Rubber Friendship 729 Barrel 2 with a blue sponge is designed for the forehand, which is used by many Chinese professional table tennis players. Provincial Rubbers Barrel 2 with a blue sponge is made of a hard Chinese sponge and a sticky top sheet that has been specially treated. When hitting the ball, the Barrel 2 provincial rubber with a blue sponge has a better consistency, making it easier for the player to hit with topspin repeatedly. When serving with Battle 2, it is simple to achieve a high ball spin. This rubber is incredible. It is one of the top 3 Chinese rubbers in my opinion, especially with the plastic ball. Massive spin, especially on hard topspin drive and loops, and very quick. Overall, good control and a nice short game touch. The top sheet isn't as sticky as the DHS Hurricane 3 40°, but it is a lot easier to use after a few brush layers, and it is not as physically demanding as other Chinese sticky rubbers. Compared with ESN, Victas or Butterfly hybrid rubbers, as well as variety of Hurricane 3, the Battle 2 Blue Sponge 40° is by far the most lively rubber when properly boosted. Number 3. Tenergy 05 Hard. With the new polyball, players need to a harder and harder sponge. That is the reason why Butterfly released the new Tenergy 05 Hard rubber. I have made a review article of this new harder version. For most of the players, Tenergy 05 Hard fit very well on the forehand side, because you hit harder on your forehand side than your backhand side. Tenergy 05 is more powerful and spinnier than the normal version. Many pro players, non-Chinese, use Tenergy 05 hard rubber on their forehand side. Advantage: reliable topspin, very fast, spinny and high curve rallies. Number 4. V15 Extra. With this piece of rubber, you will learn how to make a great arc with your forehand topspin. It has a high spin value according to the former national players. Due to the very hard sponge, your forehand topspin is loaded with full power. In reality, if the wrist is used correctly, then the rotation can be rather powerful. When you can't borrow power, especially in the mid-range, it feels slow. However, when you attack near the table, Victas Extra is very stable. Victas V15 Extra is considered another good alternative for Tenergy 05. Number 5. Xiom Omega Asia. Xiom Asia from 5 to 7 has a very hard sponge, combined with a very elastic rubber and very adherent, thanks to the dynamic friction technology that has evolved to better synchronize with the harder sponge. You will be able to develop an extremely powerful game for your forehand attack. This rubber gives a lot of spins suited for Asian forehand attacking style. Xiom Asia is a very good forehand rubber. It provides a linear feeling with a low to medium throw angle, excellent for hitting loop kill who has a powerful forehand attack. This is a fast rubber with a hard sponge. Don't use it with stiff blade. You can use Stiga Rosewood XO for good vibration and fit very well for the forehand. Omega 5 Asia is geared toward attacker who emphasize hard loop drive and counter topspin. The elastic top sheet and harder sponge make this rubber a top choice for professional level, close and mid-distance play. If you like Chinese style, Xiom Omega Asia is a good alternative for Hurricane 3 Neo and Nittaku H3 Neo Unboosted. Highly recommended. Number 6. Haifu Shark 3. Haifu Shark 3 is a factory pre-tuned rubber. This is a good Chinese forehand rubber, the national version of the rubber, but you couldn't find it anywhere despite living in China. The Shark 3 and Shark Speed play most of the same, but it seems to be the training version is a bit more of high quality. The Haifu Shark is quite similar to Xinghe or Galaxy Moon Speed, but it has more power, speed, spin and require more perfect technique. The top sheet is more elastic, making it more suitable for flicks. I would recommend this rubber for those who play with Hurricane-like rubbers on their forehand. The rubber is practically a good attacking rubber for your forehand side. Number 7. TG Skyline 3. Another good DHS Chinese rubbers are TG Skyline 3 or Hurricane 2 rubbers. They have a lower throw angle than the Hurricane 3 rubbers, so it fits better on the forehand side. However, using Hurricane 2 is more demanding than the Hurricane 3 rubbers. You can have a very fast killing forehand shot, but more unforced error. So it depends also on your style, control, topspin or powerful loop kill style. Skyline TG Technology Generation 3 Continual and Dense Attack. Skyline 3 rubber made with a new technique has quicker attacking power with loop drive. Wang Hao is using the TG Skyline 3 on his forehand side. TG3 Neo is good for the mid-distance looping attacking playing style, similar to the DHS Hurricane 2 with Nittaku sponge. Slightly hard. Need to use a booster for the best performance. Very good for block over the table and loop attack at the middle distance like pen holder players. Another alternative is the DHS Hurricane H2 rubber. This rubber is one of the hardest rubber you will play with. You need to break in the Hurricane 2 rubber by using the booster. Number 8. Sanwei Target National. Sanwei Target National is a very good forehand rubber. Very tacky top sheet, which is similar to both Hurricane 3 and High Full Well 2 rubbers. Top sheet is softer than Hurricane 3 on top of the hard and leafy sponge. Faster than the commercial DHS Hurricane 3 with the same level of spin. For most Chinese rubber, the black one is the tackier one and the red is the harder one. As the upgraded version of the model Target, the Target National is better choice for 40 plus new plastic balls. The top sheet is very tacky. This makes Target National a fast but controllable rubber. It picks up the ball from the table for a couple of seconds. The DHS rubber are not as tacky as Sanwei Target. You can use Sanwei Target National or Moon Pro. Both are excellent Chinese rubbers available for under $25. This rubber give what you put in very linear, so both speed and spin potential are brought out by the players. Sanwei rubbers have a large diameter and thick bottom pimple structure, so it is a fast rubber to hit close to the table. It suits well for the fast attacking forehand side. This is supposed to be a Tenergy 25 clone from Sanwei. Another good Chinese forehand rubber is Sanwei T88 or Paleo Amigo Biotech or Galaxy Moon Pro. Number 9. Fastarc G1. Nittaku Fastarc G1 is an offensive forehand rubber. It is made in Germany, one of the best forehand rubber with a medium throw angle, like resin. The top sheet is rather tacky, which helps to top spin the ball easily. The Nittaku Fastarc G1 rubber is fast with an arc, a power top sheet with a built-in tension power sponge produces the ideal combination of ball speed and ball arc, an outstanding powerful spin ball. G1 means grip first. The rubber isn't the fastest, but it is fast enough. It isn't the spiniest, but it is really good. The control is out of this world, and if you are a half decent player, this will give you the margin you need to really build your confidence and play the stroke properly. Number 10. Tibhar Evolution MHP 50. MHP 50 is a new version of Evolution MHP for the plastic ball. The sponge hardness is about 50 ESN degree. This hardness fits very well for the forehand side. The normal MHP version is one of the best rubber for the backhand side. MHP 50 has a lot of power. The top sheet is sensitive to the humidity and not very durable. The fastest version of the Evolution series, the strong integrated tension and the hard sponge favor the tense trajectory and the very powerful game. Thanks to the highly elastic rubber, the spin is excellent. MXP50 has a hard but very fine sponge. The top sheet is similar to MXP and FXP, but the speed is higher. A lot of spins like MXP. The trajectory is lower and fits very well to the powerful forehand topspin. This version should already be used by more than 50% of the players, Tibhar Pro players.
When the tennis player Elliot asked the more girl to peel a banana for him, the umpire told him the girl wasn't a slave.